You have a book out called Pick Your Poisons.
Uh-huh.
Can you talk about that a little bit? What went into writing that book and some of the points?
Well, it'll take you about 3 seconds to read, but a lifetime to master, which is kind of interesting. And I actually didn't bring any. We ran out at the office. I didn't bring any to the expo. But in my consultation with my patients, in addressing the air, the water, the food supply, their house, their mold, their all of these little things. Rather than me speaking it, I thought I would just put it in one little book. And what I had found too was that it was very overwhelming for patients, because when they learn about this, just like I learned about it, and I was overwhelmed, and I went completely, like, took out all the chemicals in my house, and I mean, I went total crazy, filters on everything, and distilled water, and all these things that I and thank God I have the kind of brain that I have. I mean, I just praise God for my brain, that I was able to handle all that, raise 4 kids and still work. So other people don't have the capacity. So to me, and especially mercury toxic people don't have that capacity. So I thought, well, let's do, what do we have the most of? Air. So let's look at our air quality. You have complete command of your air quality, both at work and at home. If you are in a little cubicle, you can get yourself a little negative ion generator to sit on your desk. You wear one around your neck. At home, you can get air purification systems at home. So then what's the next thing that you need to survive?
Water.
Okay, water, because you can go longer without water than you can without oxygen, right? So I'm taking it like a life thing. So then you go water next. Okay, well, that's life-giving. Water is life-giving. And if you're drinking tap water, you're drinking dead water. You're drinking somebody else's birth control pills and Viagra. And then they wonder why everybody's hormonal. But so every pharmaceutical ever flushed down the toilet or urinated or defecated out is in our drinking water. So you don't want to do tap water. Filtering it is the best way to go. Then there's several different filtration systems. I don't have any one that I like the most, because it seems like as soon as I think I've got one, then they come up with something better. Technology's moving it faster than you can print a book. So, I just encourage them to go to different websites and do their own research, and whatever resonates with them in their pocketbook. I mean, you could spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I buy distilled water and put minerals back in it, because distilled is dead. So you have to revitalize it. And then fortunately I'm in a well, so you don't have to worry about tap water. But and then just shower filters, that would be the basic. And then the next thing is food. And food would entail trying to eat as much organic, and once again prioritizing. Okay, what does your family eat the most of? We were milk. We're milk and meat. So I would go and get those either raw or organic. And then you can kind of, go down from there, I did away with all grains, so I was only doing brown rice, which I think is, now I'm learning everything's GMO, so I'm like, I don't even know what to eat. I'm like, just don't eat anything. God didn't make it. If it's processed at all or whatever, it's becoming more and more difficult. I think that it's going to, the pendulum is coming back. I mean, I think the people have had enough. I really do. And with this Health Freedom Expo, this is a beautiful gift to the people. And I know it's coming. I know it's coming. And it's time. But it's difficult for people on a budget. I mean, you used to be able to go out and pick vegetables out of your garden that were organic. Now you have to pay an arm and a leg for it, Because, I mean, I don't know about you, but I tilled my soil and there was no life. There was no life in my garden. There wasn't even a pokey bug, So I found 2 little red wigglers. That's it. And I don't even know how many square foot you would say, probably as much as this room. 2 red wigglers. That's how dead my soil was. So I had to, compost and get the earth alive again. But so even if we're we think we're doing good, we might not be. I always say pray over it. I'm a big God person.